Hey everyone, Updog here, and today we got another Crucible recap for you. This is week 3 this week that we just had, season 7, and I gotta say, been having a lot of fun with this season. Of course, it's always gonna be more fun when you win more than you lose, but also to add on top of that, I faced one of Scopely's employees, formerly just a player trying to make the game better, kind of like me. He is one of the founders of Marvel Strike Force, or MSF.gg, which became what we know now as MarvelStrikeForce.com. So I got to face him, and I got a win over him, so that was pretty cool. But I will show you my top 5 matches for the week. So we'll go over some pointers for you. So here we go. Let's get into it. So the first few are going to be all about Hive-Mind. I am so glad I built Hive-Mind as big as I did. As soon as I learned that they were going to be really good in Crucible, I just took them as high as I could. They still need some levels to get to 100 or whatever, but they're pretty good right now. I'm working on getting my Out of Time built up a little more and my Spider Society, so I'll get back to them, but this is the first one. If I had a really big punch up into Bifrost in this match. I had a 2.8 million Bifrost, and my Hive-Mind was only like 2.2, I think, something like that. So I didn't feel quite comfortable doing just straight Hive-Mind, so I threw Super Scroll in there. So this team, the Hive-Mind Super Scroll, will also work on a Pegasus team as well if you don't have Bifrost on offense. So this is how you do it, at least versus the Bifrost method. I was trying to rewind Sylvie there, just because, Sylvie and Ball. Then steal the energy from Sylvie with Void Knight Special on his first turn. Then Super Scroll already's got his second turn. You ult with him. You get that turn meter going with the Hive-Mind team, and it's pretty much over from there. All you gotta do is just drop people into the red and go to town, so. There's another rewind. Just keeping control of them. Red Goblin swoops in and does a bunch of damage. Drops them even lower. Ooh, even makes 2 of them bleed out there. So there you go. It's pretty easy. Like I said, that was about a 600k punch up. There's my victory against Toxie. So I'm now 2-0 against Scopely employees. I've beaten Community Manager Archangel and now Toxie, so I'm looking forward to my next match against the next Scopely employee that I face. So just add some more notches to my belt. This is another Hive-Mind Scroll team, but this is in room 3 against an Xtreme with Noir. Now, there's no Gambit here, which is helpful, but the reason why they did Xtreme Noir in here is because of the room rules. Sunspot will give offense up to everyone, Noir will go first, and then everybody with offense up will assist Noir. So, shout out to Pat Dim on Twitch. He's the one that told me about this counter, and it worked super amazing. I was like, wow, yeah, this is awesome. So I wanted to share this one with you guys as well. Now, it is important to kind of put the basic on one of the ends. You want to try to get a disrupt on Nightcrawler if you can, and flip that speed up. So now he's got slow, so he's pretty slowed down now. Normally he would be taking a turn right now if we didn't flip that speed up. Then we go ahead and ability block the Forge, because you're going to want to control him. You do not want him to get out of control. You do not want him to overtake you and use his ult, and then the match is pretty much over if that happens. So, yep, just drop him low or kill him. There we go, there's the assist. And they're already pretty much low already, so Gwenum comes in and cleans up, gives everybody offense up, and yeah, it's over. So really efficient match. I really like that. Thought you guys might think that is helpful as well. I just love my symbiotes and my Hive-Mind team, so they're going to be the spectacle in this video today. Alright, so the next match is going to be a Hive-Mind, just straight Hive-Mind this time, against Infinity Watch. If you guys are running into issues where you're like, well, I need my Eternals over here, but what am I going to use against Infinity Watch? Because I see a lot of Infinity Watches. I don't think they're going to be going anywhere this season. So, this is another, if you have Hive-Mind to spare, this is another way to utilize them, and it gets a pretty, as you can see, the 8359, it gets a pretty efficient score. A lot better than some other teams. And this was about a 400k punch-up as well, so. You have to play it a little bit differently because of their immunity that they get. But you do want to still group them together. Now, I targeted Nebula with the ult just because she's the only one that could get ability blocked, and, you know, keeping those counterattacks, you know, keeping her from doing her counterattack. Well, I killed her right there. So maybe that doesn't apply, but if you didn't end up killing her, then, you know, keeping her from doing her special, which gives everybody counter, that's always nice to reduce that incoming damage on your end. And we've already got ahead of the speed bar here so much that it's just off to the races with the Hive-Mind team. Carnage is going nuts, and pretty much just clean up from here. So I like to try to take out Moondragon in the Infinity Watch matches first if I can, but Phyla had the taunt there, so she was the first to go. Then it took out Moondragon. Now, if you could do something like a big time with this team, I think that would work too. That'd make it even more efficient to strip off the revives. So you would take out Venom in that case if you were to do that. And surprisingly, Gamora was the weakest member on this team, but she is the one that survived the longest. So that's kind of interesting, but still not a problem. No issues with this match. Went really great. When you have a team that has Safeguard and Immunity, you don't really think of going against an Infinity Watch type team, but yeah, they just steamroll them. Alright, so enough with the Hive-Mind team. We're going to show you a couple other matches here. This was a match that I struggled with last week. Black Order Quicksilver. And I had Sham NATO Gaming helping me out with this one since I had struggled last week. And I was like, oh, I really need to have you help me walk me through. And then I unintentionally ignored him on, like, at the very beginning. So I'll show you what happened there. Alright, so Gwenpool goes. I have Skirmisher on Gwenpool, so, you know, I like to put the vulnerable on Quicksilver. And then on Thanos here, you want to, I just did the ultimate there. You want to special with Firestar, not ultimate. I killed the Proxima, and I think I dropped Ebony Maw low, so that just gives Thanos more turn meter, and then he ulted quicker. If I were able to flip those buffs, especially the immunity, if I flipped it into Disrupt, that definitely would have helped a lot. But that's what I get for getting too excited and thinking I know what. I heard him say special, or he did say special, but I heard ultimate for some reason with Firestar, so Thanos gets basically healed up all the way, but now the danger is over for the most part, except for the Quicksilver, which we have to worry about him. And he just Straight up. Oh yeah, the flip from Thanos too. That kind of hurts. um, but yeah, this. If you don't kill Quicksilver fast enough, he's gonna just wreck your team. So he just deleted my Firestar here. He's gonna take out. Oh, okay. Nope. I was thinking of my other match from last week. I guess he only took out Firestar, but that is quite a bit of damage we just lost there. We're not really in trouble, but it could have been worse if he wouldn't have bled out there. So we kill the coal obsidian and just kind of finish off the match from there. So make sure to special with Firestar on that match if you see it. And I think that's pretty much, other than that, I think I played it pretty well. So I misplayed it, but I still won. Alright, next up, this is one of Toxie's teams that he had. He stretched my offense pretty thin with the defense that he had, because he had a Superior 6 Black Knight, I think it was, in one of the rooms. And so that kind of caused me, in combination with what I have on defense, that stretched my offense a little thin. So this was the team that I decided to take a chance on, and it didn't quite pay out, but I thought I had a pretty good strategy. I think if this were to ever happen again, which who knows, but I think I would probably take out 2099 and maybe put in Big Time Spider-Man or something instead. Just to remove those revives, but because 2099, he didn't last long. He fell over pretty quick from those Gambit pings, and so we'll see here. I'll show you what happened. This was a theory crafted team that I came up with, and for the I mean, it was pretty close, as you can tell here. So I had to clean up with new warriors. So I'll show you this failed attack that, you know, could have been better, but that's why I always recommend, before we get started here, that's why I always recommend, before you attack anything in any round, always put together a game plan, so that way you know what you're using and you know what you have left. And I mean, I did a game plan for this. It just didn't work out the way I thought it would. But like I said, I was being stretched pretty thin on offense. So the one bad thing about this was, if I had landed the slow on Dorm here, that probably would have helped change the match a little bit. So that was unfortunate. My 2099 probably need to get him a little bit bigger for survivability and for his focus. So that'll be another one of my projects here at some point. But I wanted Weaver on the team when I was theory crafting this because of the Gambit pings. So the charges definitely protect against that. So I stunned Rogue so that she didn't use her special and start taunting and everything. And then Eternals come in and they rewind everybody. So everything was looking fairly well to start off. Nova getting blasted here. Weaver gonna clean up on the Dazzler. Got Dorm pretty low. Got Gambit pretty low too. But then Dorm takes his turn. So like I said, if he would have gotten slowed, that wouldn't have happened, and I would have been able to keep Dorm at bay a little bit longer. Probably wouldn't. I might have been just down to Gambit and Dorm at the end. And I like my chances there with Weaver and Nova and probably Icarus too. 3-on-2, I like those chances. So, but then Dorm just goes and he gets his special off, and then we're just in a world of hurt. So it's interesting what one little change could have made the world of difference in this match. But so it was a close match. I thought about taking new warriors into here, just straight new warriors right off the bat, but I didn't like the fact that we weren't going to get much protection from the Gambit pings. We didn't really have a stun or an ability block to control the rogue with, or the dazzler, so yeah, it was just one little thing that could have made the difference. Didn't happen. Oh well. I still got the win, so that's all that matters against Toxie. So yeah, that's all I had for you guys. I hope this helps for your next week's attacks. You never know what you'll see. Be prepared for anything, and make sure you spend those resources wisely, everyone. We'll catch y'all later.